On February 3rd, 1991, at approximately 2:20 p.m., a 9-year-old girl and her 5-year-old sister were playing in the lobby of their apartment building in the area of Warden Avenue on Danforth Road. At this time, a male suspect approached them and requested their assistance in finding a place to eat. The children entered the suspect's vehicle, and he drove them around for a period of time before dropping off the 5-year-old child at a store on Victoria Park Avenue. The suspect then drove off with the 9-year-old child on board to a secluded area where he sexually assaulted her. He then drove her to a fast food restaurant on Danforth Road and dropped her off. The incident was reported to Toronto Police Service at the time, and an investigation ensued. Despite the efforts of the investigators to identify the suspect in this matter, the case was unsolved and it went cold. Forensic DNA evidence collected at the time of the incident led investigators to identify the suspect as Shane Daniel Garry, that's Garry, 45 of Brampton. Garry was arrested yesterday without incident and has been charged with the following: 2 counts of kidnapping, 2 counts of forcible confinement, 1 count of sexual assault, 1 count of sexual interference, 1 count of threatening bodily harm, and 2 counts of abandoning a child under the age of 10. He's appearing in court this morning at 1911 Eglinton Avenue East for a bail hearing. We are releasing his photographs from December of 1990, to my right, January 1993, and his current photograph, as we believe that there may be other victims. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Toronto Police Service Sex Crimes Unit at 416-808-7474 or through Crime Stoppers at 416-222-TIPS or at 222tips.com. I will answer a few questions if you have any.
Why did it take so long to make an arrest in this case?
In these cold cases, there are things that we can't act on at the time they happen. Either there's technology is not available. In 1991, the DNA technology was not where it is now. In fact, it was non-existent almost. So with the advent of new technology, we are able to solve these cold cases many, many years later.
The DNA technology has been around for a number of years now.
Yes.
Is it simply just going through file after file and going back?
It is working on file by file basis, but also it all depends on the circumstances of the certain case that we're working on. Some of the details of the case I will not be able to divulge due to the fact that we have to protect the integrity of the investigation and the prosecution of this case in court. Therefore, some of the questions that you have that are questions that would come to any person's mind, I will not be able to answer, unfortunately, due to that fact.
What was the reaction of the victim?
They were surprised and happy that there's at last a closure to what happened to them 22 years ago.
Did you recognize the guy?
I can't get into that. That's evidence.
And are you working other sexual assault cases in the same? Are you going through like a long file of cold cases where you're doing the same thing?
That's the only job I have. I work on cold cases.
Give us any sort of general information about the victim. She's working now. I know you can't get into specific stuff, but anything at all?
I don't know if I can say much. Of course, both of them are 22 years older, so they're in early 30s, and yeah, they're working. They have dealt with it somehow. I don't know the extent of it. I don't think anybody could say with certainty how they have dealt with the incident that occurred to them when they were children, but we'll give them as much support as possible through our victim services or any other means available to us.
It's hard to understand how 2 little girls would follow this man into their car. Was there a history there? Did they know each other?
They're strangers to the man, yes.
Look like mugshots. Does the accused have a previous record with
All I can say that he's known to police.
Had he been questioned in the past?
Regarding
regarding
this incident?
Yeah.
No.
Thank you very much. This information is posted on the Toronto Police website. Thank you.